Testing, good morning.
This thing is on, and we are raring to go with episode 129 of A Peek Inside. What have we got today?
Right, we've got the treaty updates. Remember we talked about them?
Who could forget?
Yes. And reaching the right buyers. Now, you'll recall a couple of weeks ago, Lee, we spoke about treaties with and claims by First Nations people here in Victoria and over in British Columbia in Canada.
Yes.
Remember that?
Yes, that was quite an ear-opener, that one.
I've got a few updates, so open up those ears again. And they are both sides of the Pacific. The area in question in British Columbia, Canada, is an area in Vancouver called Richmond. That's what we were referring to last week. And a Supreme Court judge awarded title to over 750 hectares, that's almost 1,900 acres, of residential, commercial, recreational and port land to the Cowichan people. Now, at least 10 lenders and or banks in Canada will now not touch this area with a barge pole. That means that individuals who own property there that may have loans called in, or you won't be able to get loans there to buy.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I say that's happening here, isn't it?
Stay tuned. So, here in Victoria, Australia, a few weeks ago, the Victorian government signed a treaty with First Nations people. Lo and behold, a week after that treaty was signed, the Wurundjeri peoples filed a title claim on the entire area of Melbourne, all of Melbourne. All Australians need to be aware of this potential precedent. But wait, there's more. Now, a question was posed online about whether other Australian states may follow Victoria's lead. And I said, South Australia is very short odds to do it. And guess what?
No.
South Australia are on the launching pad for a First Nations treaty. I read them like a book.
That you did.
All I can say to everyone is, take note, be aware of what's going on, because the question is going to come about at some stage. I'm not saying here in Tasmania or anywhere specifically, but the question will be, do you own your own land?
Well, in truth, the answer is actually no anyway.
Well, it's not. It is the rights and titles of the Crown,
Yeah.
but things are starting to move quickly and differently.
And
But I don't want anyone to panic. Just do your own research. I really implore people to do it. So, with politicians reaching into our assets and wallets, let's swing our attention to reach as it applies to the world of real estate sales.
Let's do that.
But we're not reaching into your wallet.
Thank God.
As a term used in real estate, reach means the use of marketing and connections to find that tribe of buyers, that's your target market, who may be looking for the type of property, your type of property that you're selling, and within a particular price range, and you've listed that for sale. And what are the platforms that provide almost unlimited reach to that target market? That's the internet and social media, realestate.com, Domain, couple of other websites, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, blasted out with reach. Every agency and agent has access to these tools. But the key is how well they use them and the specific message that is conveyed to attract the correct target market. And that target market, down to a single potential buyer, can come from anywhere in the world. Brisbane to Birmingham, Sydney to San Francisco, Melbourne to Mumbai. So with this reach in mind, we add in the golden rule of real estate. Buyers follow property, not agents.
Yeah, you've said that time and time again.
Yeah, it's key. No agent owns a buyer. Yes, agents have potential buyers on their database who may have missed out on another property or are still on the hunt. But you can bet your last dollar that those buyers are on almost every active agent's database. No agent owns a buyer, as I just said, and I'll say it again. Trying to control buyers is like trying to herd cats. Sure, if we think a home or property might be a good fit for a potential buyer who may have inquired about or seen another property with us, we'll call them and give the opportunity to see it. We'll give them a heads up. However, utilising reach is the ace up the agent's and seller's sleeve. Promote the property on all the platforms at your disposal and have the entire market pay attention. Be attracted and compete for the property. That's a big word, compete. We want competition on all our sellers' properties, because what does that do? Drives prices north. don't miss out on reach and reaching the entire market.
He knows what he's talking about, gang.
And I've worked for several national franchise groups and understood the smoke and mirrors they produce when it comes to talking with potential sellers around having greater reach. Oh, our offices in Sydney, or insert whatever capital city you want, will have clients looking to move here, and we can tap into that, blah, 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 blah. Their agents in whichever capital city are all too busy eating each other and trying to get listings to sell in extremely cutthroat markets. Now, in my time in the franchise groups, I can count on one finger the number of times an interstate colleague called and said, "Oh, I think I've got a buy for you for one of your properties." My advice for sellers, reach and attract the entire target market. Make them compete and make sure you've hired a skilled negotiator to drag every last dollar out of the market. We as agents have an obligation to find the best price and deal that the market will pay.
Wow. Okay, there we go. A peek inside with Craig Heppel. Before you go, got a house of the week for us?
Oh, mate, jaw dropper. Absolute cracker. The king of the hill. 397 Isandula Road, Gawler.
Oh, beautiful part of the coast.
It's magnificent. Just 10 minutes out of Ulverstone. An amazing character home built around 1889 on 16 acres with valley views to the sea.
Nice.
3 beds, 3 baths, sheds, a barn, multiple living areas, huge kitchen, wood fires. It goes on and on and on. You can run some horses, maybe a few sheep. Very secluded, and a price guide of 1.3 million plus. Worth every cent.
How can we check it out, mate?
Mate, it's going to be on realestate.com and Domain, all that.
The Reach.
The Reach.
Yep.
You'll see it out there. It's already on our social media.
Lovely.
So go to Ulverstone Property Sales on Facebook or Ulverstone Real Estate on Instagram. It's already out there. It's off the charts. So if you want to know more about 397 Isandula Road, or you're looking for a simple, hassle-free and cost-effective way to sell your home for more in a reasonable time that's worked for hundreds of people just like you, just give us a call, 0400 180 515, or go to ulverstonerealestate.com.
See you in a week.
Can't wait.